Look, I really like this new city building roguelike Combolands. And we played it yesterday and I want to play more. So I'm hopping back in and I'm playing more. But you can check out last episode. It'll be linked in the description to the full playlist for Combolands if we decide to play more after today, which I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to because what a great game. Let's kick off a new run here. And we are going, oh, it's an interesting island. It's a very interesting island. Let's select our guilds. I mean, look, we're definitely going to try out the new Martial guild today. But do we want Frontier and Martial, or do we want Agricultural and Martial? I feel like we did a lot with Frontier last time, so let's go Agricultural Martial. And these are the Quartermasters. I'll play on a slightly higher difficulty. Come on, what are we doing here? I can handle it. Less money for finishing milestones. It sucks, but we won't be dumping money into unlocking the shop anymore. So this seems very reasonable. Let's continue. Let's see what we're dealing with. The Martial Guild is going to be slightly different, man. It's all about removing things. We also got some rock action. Look at this. We got rocks on our board. We also got bunch of flowers in this area. Some forest tiles here on the beach. Okay, it's interesting. Apiary we know about. We saw this last episode. Triggers every 5 weeks. Plus 10 for flowers in range. It's obviously like pretty good right here. And we have a lamppost just like on the island to start. That's pretty nice. Passively reducing cooldown. I mean, this is a good apiary right here. This is better, but like I'd want the value of the light post. Let's take a look at the barracks, Mr. Obama here. 20 for each rock in range. Oh, and you only go on sand. Okay, that's interesting. We got a 120 right here, which I think is really decent. What's the training ring? Plus 10 for each empty sand. Okay. There's not a lot of great places for that. Okay, never mind. I mean, this is... I thought it was going to be just, like, around it. But this is actually quite good over here. I mean, 110 is good, but it's a one-time use, right? This is every 3 weeks for 120. I mean, I think that is very reasonable. Okay, Picker's Hut is berry bushes in range. We got a chunk of them over here, so we got 80 there. This is kind of sucky, because I can't... If I could get a plateau, we could maybe put you there. This is 60 over here, and 80 down here. Kind of bad, to be honest. Other Barak is in range. And, yeah. We got and 100 up here. The barracks could be okay up here, man. It could be okay here as well. I mean, I don't mind it. You could also go with the apiary for the 100. You know what, man? I am going to do this, I think. I think that I value things that trigger often. And that can be good. Triggers when created. This just triggers every 3 weeks. Look, I'm fine with a barrack up here for 100. That way we're getting nice passive benefit from all of our stuff for the rest of eternity. And maybe I run another here. I think that it's not bad, okay? I think that it's not bad. We're up to 540. I could complete the milestone early. Is that smart? I think it is, okay? I'm going to set you to autocomplete. I think it is because we get more money out of doing this. Theoretically, you could put down more buildings like these so that they're passively getting over time, and that would help you later. But more money allows me to start collecting relics and things like that, and I feel like that's probably a higher value for me. A rare blueprint satchel. I mean, that's pretty good, man. 50 when I gain a reroll. Whenever any building scores plus 30 for each empty heirloom. Holy crap, man. So that's just like a 150 for the entire beginning of the game. I'm going to tell you, I actually think that's really solid. This is basically every time we put down a building plus 150 for a little bit. And then we'll just continue to scale that up as time goes by. I think it's good. The berry bushes are so garbage for us right now, man. I don't like them. I'm going to go with the training ring over here for 110, which is 150, which puts us at 260, which is really good. It's really good. The well, crops adjacent to a well grow faster. Do I care? I don't know. Berry bushes, empty bushes, wheat fields, fruit orchards, and sunflower fields. Or we got the sparring dummy. +1 removal and trigger all training in range, which would be the training ring. It would also be the barrack, but I think that I would prefer to trigger... I'd prefer to trigger this. So let's do that. That'll give 100, 150, another... I mean, every one of these... Yeah, I mean, that's... that's why this is pretty good, man. That's why that's really good. Now we're stacking money, and, yeah, puts us in a good spot. I'm gonna enter the shop. $10 is pretty decent. And archery range. +30 for each husbandry or woodworking in range. It's not bad. Plumbing, if a building affects... This is a consumable, by the way. If a building affects a limited number of targets, increase that number by 1. Okay. Yeah, so creating 1 forest would create 2. It's interesting. It's interesting. I like the idea of rolling with an uncommon here. I mean, I think that plumbing could be really good. I think the archery range could be good, but I don't think that we're at a point where I care about it yet. So I'm just gonna kind of roll with it. Watchtower is a good unit, man. It's a good unit. Triggering when nature gets created. Obviously, you would love to take the gardener cottage with it, as that would be really good. You could try to run walls. Now, here's the thing with walls, though. Are these part of... Because the satchel is from anything, right? So are these part of the frontier pack and not the agriculture pack? I think that would be logical, which makes it very much so less likely that we find another set of walls on this one. And we need a minimum of 8 walls in order to get any value out of the walls. I think it's not smart. I think that we take the watchtower here. And we just roll with that. And I think you probably put him down. Because I'm going to tell you that in this area, it's freaking nuts. Holy crap, man. 410. Yeah, I mean, one could argue that's pretty good. I think we're just going to lay him down plus 150. We hit the previous milestone immediately. So that's cool. Triggers after 5 weeks. Removes itself and triggers each adjacent building. Okay. You remove yourself, but you can't be placed. You cannot be triggered by something else, but you can be on ground or sand. Okay, yeah. I'm tempted to put it over here because that's actually really strong. I think that's really strong, and then I would consider putting something else over there too. See where things go. I like a wheat field. This is not nature though, so that's something to think about. Buildings adjacent to the town bell have more range. That would enable you to hit an extra flower. Do we like that? I think it's interesting. This would have the training ring now have more range, which makes it be 140, which I kind of like. Triggers when removed give each adjacent building 0.3 malt. Okay. You're real interesting too. Give each healing or training in range more malt. Which we could put here to make those barracks stronger. Which I think is extremely reasonable. And then we could even We could even get another training ring, but 60 is not very good. Yeah, it's not very good. I'm just gonna not do that. We could go farmland. I don't really care for the wells here. Unless it's my boy Wells Knight, then I like him. 100 for a training ring down here? Maybe, yeah, maybe. I could humor it. Or do you want to start building out a farmyard? I mean, this can be 180 out the rip. It could be 240 over here. I'm just trying to think of how we would want to best do that, though. Okay, you know what? I am going to do that. I think that that's smart. We're also going to absolutely clobber this milestone. But that's okay. I think there's probably things to think about of, like, when do you want to complete a milestone? I'm not going to worry too much about that at the stage that we're in. Bonsai. Buildings passively have 0.25 malt for each adjacent rock. That's disgustingly good. Martial buildings adjacent to the ocean passively have +1 malt. That's also really freaking good. Wow, those are both so good, man. Can hold up to 8 tomes. Tomes within a bookshelf give an additional 0.5 malt. Okay. I don't think I technically have any next to an ocean. Just kidding. I definitely have one. So you would have more malt. You're next to 1 rock. I don't actually think the bonsai is that good. Unless adjacent is everything in the 9 tiles around you, in which case is pretty good. Okay, yeah, I am actually going to do that. I think that you are probably adjacency. Yeah, you're up to times 1.5. You're times 1.5, so you are tracking both of the rocks around you. Which is very, very good. Trigger every 5 weeks, plus 30 for each farm in range. I am going to... Holy crap, dude. Your range is crazy. I'm going to put you there. I'm more than happy to have you there. And you're now next to rocks. So you're up to times 1.5. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Plus 30 for every other crop in range. Granary. Harvest all crops in range, transforming them back into empty fields. I don't think I care about that. But I am all in on let's get some sunflowers in. And then we're going to just start building out a lot of crops over here. But this is strong so far. And then you need a gardener's cottage. This is a no-brainer because your watchtower... No, sorry, you triggered just when created. Yeah, my bad. That's a one-timer. Okay, then I definitely just want... I just want my happy little sunflower field, and you can keep on scaling and being happy, and I'm completely fine with that. Another field hospital is good. You would just want to find a way to hit multiple, and unfortunately it's not going to happen, so I think that one here is a good idea. You'd probably put it here... But you don't actually provide anything, so maybe not. Trigger when created, then you trigger all training. I'd have to put it... Not really a good spot for you, actually. You could put it here. It would trigger those. It would get us out of this. Trigger when removed. Give each adjacent building 0.3 malt. I mean, you could just start to really hyperscale over here. You're not providing, though. So you're 180 right now. You're 150. I could mult you up even more. And then hit you with a removal. And then those now gain more malt. So you're giving... I mean, you're at 2.3 times, but you don't do anything. Trigger when an adjacent building is removed. When it's removed. I'm going to tell you, I think that I am going to end up putting more things right there, so that kind of seems smart to put that there. But on the flip side, I really would just rather have more fields so that keeps scaling and doing good things. That gets us to our requirement. I mean, it was a 3 weeks remaining, which, I mean, it's still good, obviously, but that's definitely, we've gone down in our effectiveness. Take me into the shop. Clover extract is a potion. Next building roll, blueprint satchel or heirloom chest is guaranteed to only contain rare or better. Okay, could be good. Every 3 weeks, gain a copy of a random held consumable. We still got this guy, man. Which I haven't done anything with. Plus 30 whenever you earn money. Could also be good. Building upgrades could also be good. There's a lot of good things here. 2 heirlooms. I want this consumable. Keep in mind that our empty cage, we're not necessarily, like, jumping to utilize... Gain a copy of a random held consumable. The next building roll. Blueprint satchel or heirloom chest. Guaranteed the only... Okay, I'm selling you. I'm selling you for 2, and I'm buying the large heirloom chest. And then I am going to use this. Should have probably used it before doing that, yeah. When a building is created on sand, more malt. That's pretty good. Martial buildings passively have +5 malt. That's pretty good. These are all really good. Yeah, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take that, and we're going to roll on with our life. I want to do this when we open the next heirloom chest. I think it's a good idea. You trigger every 5 weeks. I need to find a way to put you into a position. Can't put you there. Fair enough. Yeah, you're like just far enough that I don't like you. Fruit orchard, more malt if adjacent to yield apiary, but it also will count as another scarecrow play. That's up to 276 on that guy. And that's a 751 in 1 turn. I think that's very good. Harvest all crops in range. Which is a lot of them. And you do that just when created. So it's going to harvest them. I just don't think I care is the biggest issue. This is 200, keep in mind, because he's getting more malt out of that. I think that's pretty solid. I think that's really solid. And then, I mean, theoretically, if you could fit another one over here for 175, this field hospital is now going crazy. These barracks, we're running a tight military ship over here. And it's feeling and looking pretty darn good to me. Training range, 30 for each husbandry or woodworking. It's unfortunately not, like, anything we have, man. This farmyard, and that's it. It's kind of just garbage. I could re-roll you guys into a rare. But hear me out. I think that we should be trying to get a rare heirloom. So I'm going to just put down... Boy, I'm not allowed to have other sunflower fields? How the hell did I place these the way I did? Okay. You little freak. Really? I mean, look, I suppose we could... If this building affects a limited number of targets... I don't think we have anything that affects a limited number of targets right now. This is plus 90 over here, but this is plus 75, and it helps our apiary. And it's still in range of our scarecrow, which is huge benefit for me. I think it's decent. I think it's decent. You could put this over here. I just don't really care for it. I'd rather put down another one of this guy for 150 right here. Manure doing its thing. Can always get rid of it if needed. Okay, the banner. I think the best case scenario is... Well, that's really not a good place for the banner. It's probably next to the damn scarecrow would be the best place for it. You trigger all training in range. I mean, this bombs us out our score. I think I would rather do this because I think we're still going to make it with 4 of our buildings activating. So let's put you here. And yeah, I mean, we absolutely make it, which is good. That's exactly what we want. We're going to remove that banner here soon. This wasn't to all martial buildings, right? Am I stupid? Did I just screw that up? I hope I didn't screw that up. Enter the shop. 3 potions, building upgrades. Tough. Remove itself, trigger each adjacent building. Could be okay. Common buildings have more malt. I think that's just, like, good to have, man. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna call it a day on this. Yeah, this is just adjacent buildings. Okay. Hopefully, all of these just count as a building. So let's remove you. Beautiful, +3 malt to, or 0.3 malt to all of you. Harvester, trigger when another building is created in range. Trigger 1 random adjacent. Okay. If we were smart. So this is when another building is created in range. You trigger an adjacent. So anything getting created within the gold triggers the blue, which would trigger our scarecrow, which is currently like a huge amount of juice we're getting. I think that's the correct move. Forcing the trigger on the scarecrow. Like, this thing is 378 right now. That's our money maker. I'm putting you right there. And I think there's a planet where that's going to be really solid. And I just have to now build buildings in this general area. And this is, I mean, this is where it's just disgusting, right? Because you place down the wheat field right here. That triggers the scarecrow for 432. Yeah. And then it triggers again for 432. Yeah. Yeah, it'll work. Are you all nature? No, you're not. Okay, good. In that case, I wheat field. Or I passively reduce the cooldown of my guy. I think that's the better play. Okay. I'm going to remove this and lay down a lamppost. Passively make this better. That's going to propel us further in the long run, I think. I think this is good. I think this is really good. You could run the sand. This is 40 for husbandry, which, I mean, 112 is extremely decent, and it is out of range of this guy, unfortunately, so it does not trigger our scarecrow, but he will get there. This does not count as a farm, too. Okay, you trigger after 5 weeks, and then trigger an adjacent building. I wish I could put you right there. Trigger each... I guess I could put you here, which would then trigger this, which would then trigger this, which would trigger this. Yeah, that's really good, I think. 4 weeks remaining, so it is it's a little spicy, I guess. That triggers it already. Yeah, never mind. We're just gonna make it right here. And then this thing will trigger next week. And bomb us through, and I think that's gonna work pretty well. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thanks for the money. Nine money. I want relics. Choose one of up to 3 masterwork blueprints. You know what, man? I'm selling this, and then I'm gonna buy this. I think. Whenever a building is removed, give other buildings adjacent to it 0.1 malt. Okay, it's crazy. There's a lot of really good stuff here, but I have to know what this is, man. I need a masterwork blueprint. The plaza. Passively, buildings adjacent to the plaza ignore range placement restrictions. Don't care. The way station. Trigger every 5 weeks. Trigger 1 random adjacent building. Yeah, it's gross. Yeah, it's the dream. Whenever the tile directly below the post office triggers, trigger the tile directly above the post office. What? Okay. Hold on. That's crazy. Hold on. That's really good, I think. it could be insanely good. There's a lot of really good ideas that could come out of that. I think this is the correct one, but I do think that this I'm fine with. It's a cop-out, I think. Trigger a random adjacent building. See, the thing is that you could put it like here. And now this thing is going to trigger for 500 every 5 weeks. Is that good? Yeah, I think it's good. Look, I'm fine with it. I really am. And then you trigger all training in the range. That's one. That's one singular training in range, which I think is kind of garbage. We at least have some husbandry over here, and it's going to trigger our scarecrow. Yeah. 216 seems fine. I think we just want, like, more farms. Like, just get more farms down. You could also do the granary to harvest these. I don't really know what harvesting them means. Like, this will harvest all of them. It just converts it back into empty fields. But I don't want an empty field, is the thing. Like, I think that I am very happy with things as they are. I think we're pleased with this, just as a whole. You still got your clover extract you can mess around with, but I could also go for the removal. Like, this thing is still triggering soon. I could go for the removal of this rock, although this rock is actually providing buffs to some of this. So I would prefer not to remove that rock, actually. I think I hate that. So I would prefer to just add another wheat field. I mean, this is very simple. Your wheat fields make your scarecrow better, and your scarecrow becomes a very, very good lad. 465 every time that sucker triggers. Now, this is where I'm like, I would love to be able to remove this guy now and then put in another lamppost next to this guy to trigger him sooner. I could remove this sunflower. Damn, I would love to do like a move something. You could always just do, I can't really do this because the range is kind of wonky. Well, it's fine, to be honest. It's still in range of our scarecrow, which I think I'm happy with. If you're averaging 1,000 a week, we're in good shape, is how I'm seeing this right now. Effigy Pirate. Brother, they're good. They're really good. Create a copy of adjacent nature on a random tile. Let's keep that going, so that we keep scaling the watchtower. Or, on another important, interesting news, what if you just add more fields so that your scarecrow continues to get better? Like, let's not be stupid, man. We have a good synergy. Don't break your good synergy. You have some heat right now. Look at this. That's an 8,000 round. That's very good. We're a big city, man. I got money. I got 9 money, and I'm living a good life. I do not need removals. I'll enter the shop. I got removals, and I got rerolls. Bro, give me heirlooms, you coward. I hate you. I guess I could reroll the shop. Next, building roll, blueprint satchel, or heirloom chest. Okay. When a reroll is used, +1 to the heirloom sell value. Could be okay. I mean, I would get some stuff. Next 5 marshal have no range. Whenever a building with increased malt is removed, create a scaffolding. Reduce the max cooldown of a building by 1. Okay. I love that a lot. I guess I could also go with a small pile of materials and give me a building upgrade. Something crazy. Nope, don't care. Give a building 0.5 malt. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, that seems fine. So, Can I give multiple consumables to a building? Because we want to reduce the cooldown of you. And I want to increase your malt. Yeah, okay, good. Wow, walls. Okay. I didn't expect that. Me in the 2024 election. Okay, yeah, that's a poor joke. 30 for each husbandry in range. Could go 171 down here. Honestly, I think that 171 is extremely solid. I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that. Start scaling me. 10,000 is what we need. That's a lot, okay? 10,000 is a lot. There's no denying it. Trigger when adjacent building on remove. Give me things. I think you're fine to bring in. I think I am probably going to slap you down right here next to the old scarecrow. I am getting a tiny bit concerned. You know what? This is a whack play, but I'm doing this. I'm laying down the banner, which is gonna trigger things. I understand. And then I'm gonna remove the banner, and then that gives me somewhere to put down another sunflower. But I passively malt up all of my things that are solid in this area. I hit the ranch and I hit the scarecrow, which I think is important. I don't really care about these. I'm gonna re-roll you. You could go with another ranch, but I think we can do better. Any tile adjacent to a railway is considered adjacent to all connected railway. Passively counts as a railway. Every time a neutral is created, adjacent reduce the current cooldown. I just don't fully understand that yet, and we'll get there, I'm sure. These are not good enough, man. I need better things. Trigger when a building in range is removed to trigger a random adjacent building. Okay. I just don't think I like you. Buildings adjacent to this have a higher range. I think that's... Okay, what benefits from a higher range? This does. This does. I think that this is okay over here. We haven't done anything over here in like a hot minute. I've been focused on Scarecrow Hell. But when Scarecrow Hell's giving me 775 every time it activates, it's hard for me to not dump everything I've ever loved into it. I'll place another banner. Yeah, don't mind if I do. 775 and gonna scale. Okay, is gonna scale. I will say that we're... I wouldn't say we're behind, but I would like to... I would like to improve. Another banner, huh? Okay. Just keep on doing it. We're up to 875 now. 500 from this guy. Yeah, we should be fine, man. We should be fine. A couple of these 2000s make this very solid. I'm going to remove you. Effigy Pyre, I think is very fine. Okay. It triggers this, which at least triggers the Scarecrow again. He's also going to activate a second time because he's at his 0 cooldown. So that's a 2 975 round for the old Scarecrow. Okay, that gets us to our 10,000. Still 2 weeks remaining. I think we're in good shape to win. I really do. I feel like that this run is in good shape, and it's the Scarecrow that has driven all the way there for me. Oh, look, an heirloom chest. Okay, I use you. You now are buffed, I buy you, and you give me some rare action. When this is sold, gain a copy of another random equipped heirloom. That's pretty good. Buildings may be placed on other buildings of the same type. When doing so, instead of replacing it, it gains malt. Holy frick. Yeah, that's solid. Magic Mirror is also crazy. I feel like I love all of my stuff here. Except for this guy, I really don't care about him. So, in a way, like, give me a copy of that. So, common buildings now have passive 0.8 plus malt, which is good. Gain a blueprint of a target building. I think that will be very solid. And then give me some uncommon blueprints. Sunflower field, I really can't make happen. These I can't make happen. Can I re-roll them? I can't. Okay. Buildings created on scaffolding gain malts. Gardener cottage. I really don't care about either. I don't really care about any of these. I'll take the sunflower field. Maybe we can work with it. That does not re-roll this. This re-rolls this. Good talk. This is an heirloom. Plus 10 for every forest in range. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, bro, that's kind of nuts over here. So let's just use it. That's 184 just from that sucker right there. It's hard to be mad about it. And then sunflower fields forever. You could set up. There is no good spot for this son of gun. How long do you stretch? To be fair, you stretch far enough that I can actually feel. Never mind, we'll put one there. We could put you all the way up there. That's slightly out of range. Whatever, man. Whatever. Gain a blueprint of a target building. I mean, this is where part of me is like, you put down your damn effigy right there to trigger that for 975. 974, but who's keeping track of that one singular tiny remaining guy? Who cares, right? Then you're considered martial, not training. Gain a copy of a blueprint. What is the copy that I want here? I could gain a copy of the bell to make this thing healing or training. You're not either of those. I could make you hit this guy as well, but that's just not part of what I'm really doing here. I guess just having another something over here would be the most intelligent. I could get rid of, although that rock is providing me, what? That rock is providing me 0.25 malt. Which I think is fine, but would it be better to just reduce the cooldown of this to trigger it faster? I honestly don't think so. I'm gonna reroll these because I think they're bad. You've given me a damn lamppost, man. Okay, I'm killing this. I'm putting in another lamppost. Which is now making you... You're going to have less because you have one less field. I can make you have even more range, though. I just have to figure out where the hell to put you. You having more range makes this field now join the party. I think that I'm probably, like... I'm not sure that I need to do any of this. You... The thing is, the town bell... +1 range can be crazy. Like, there is a lot of value to +1 range. Like, even this, like, this guy having +1 range probably introduces another, like, chunk of value. So, let's mess with it, okay? You're now 600, which is not bad. This is 885, which we knew, but it's going to trigger more often, so I really don't care. Field hospital, yeah, I don't like these. I reroll. Jousting arena, I really don't care either. Here's what we're going to do here. I'm going to do this just to trigger this to trigger this. Although this is, we trigger a random adjacent building, which means that you could now trigger this thing. But it does do it twice, I think, which I guess the odds are that it's going to hit that. Okay. Bring in the banner, which triggers you for 800, which triggers you for 800. Yeah. I mean, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Don't even sweat it. I'm going to gain a blueprint of this building. Then I'm going to remove you to malt you. I'm going to gain you to remove you. Well, you're first going to trigger this for 800, and then that might end the game. No, not yet. Okay. Then I'm going to remove you. Cool. And then what I really want is just like one silly little thing. I don't know. This could be a terrible idea. Let's do it just because it's fun. Remove all my crops. Let's see what happens. We're going to get 1,000 out of it twice, which is going to win the game, and then it's going to nuke everything that's on the screen. Or maybe it, I don't know. I guess it did harvest them. I don't really know how that works. I'm just here, man. But that's a metropolis. We're vibing. Harder difficulty? Who said that was going to be tricky? Not me. We got a real gamer over here. Real gamers don't lose on difficulty level 2. They lose on difficulty level 3, obviously. Okay, agricultural, we have boosted up. We've unlocked the grain cereal, the composter. Marshall, give me a couple levels, bro. A whole 3, I love that. Flaming brand, ballista, and red clay. Neutral, going to the moon. Unlock the city council. What the hell? Vote for counselors using council vote. Each counselor, that is not how you, is that how you spell counselor, man? Has unique passive abilities. Council vote can now appear in shops. The hermitic druid joins the council. What? Okay. The green-thumbed cultivator, the wise warrior. Okay, bro, what the hell? There's new content. Beyond just, like, the new content that you get from doing new content. I'm so in. This game rocks. I love it. It's such a good game. You need to go check it out if you haven't checked it out already. And then you need to like the video and you need to subscribe to the channel so that you can watch tomorrow's episode. You guys have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.